Hello there, fellow cultists. This is DM Nell, and I'm back with another episode of Shadow of the Demon Lord Talk. This is episode number 85, and today I'm going to be doing a campaign diary. You might be saying to yourself, hey, isn't that the shirt he was wearing in the last video? Yes, it is, because I just finished recording that last video, and now I'm recording another video. I'm doing two videos back to back. Just because I didn't want to do one long video. So the second video is, just mere moments after I finished my last one. All right, so that's why I'm wearing the same shirt. Now, if I were a better video producer, I would be like, wardrobe change, let's get a different shirt on, maybe change the hairdo, maybe shave. Nah. Not gonna share with that. You guys don't get that much out of me. I don't make any money off you, so this is what you get. So yeah. So here's what we got. Before I go into this, I do want to point one thing out, and that is that there should be. Let me take a look real quick. There should be a new video up on YouTube by one of the guys out there on the Discord channel. His name he goes by is Gwydion, and he did a video. He asked me to watch it, and I actually see, this is what's great about the Discord Shadow of the Demon Lord channel. Just a bunch of great guys out there. I asked somebody to give me some information regarding fantasy. What's it called? Fantasy Grounds, the virtual tabletop. Because I've never played or run a game in Fantasy Grounds. I have the classic version, but I don't have the new version. And I was wondering how well it supported Shadow of the Demon Lord. Because, as you know, Foundry supports Shadow of the Demon Lord, but the Foundry module hasn't been updated, so it's a little buggy. And then Roll20 can be used for Shadow of the Demon Lord, which is what I'm currently using, but it's not the best. It's a lot of manual work. I mean, the character sheet's okay. It's a little buggy also. So I was inquiring as far as Fantasy Ground and how well it works. And so Gwydion responded, and he said that he actually did a game that he recorded recently, and he would send it to me. So he did. He sent me the video. And asked me to watch it. He asked me to, to give him some feedback on it. And I recently watched it. And he did the video, A Knife in the Hand, the adventure was A Knife in the Hand, I believe. And it was a short adventure. Couple hour. I think the video was a couple hours in length. And I'm trying to find it here. And yep, it is. No, that's not it. Well, I'm going to try to find it. If I can find it, I'm going to put it in the link to it in the show notes. I see FSH Schmo did the Knife in Your Hand a year ago, and he's got a video up there on it. So this was Gwydion's video that I watched. I haven't watched FSH Schmo's video, although I'm gonna tag that now. Save to watch later. All right. So anyway, I'm on my second monitor over here, in case you're wondering why you're not seeing anything change on the main monitor. So yeah, Gwydion has this video up, and it's pretty good. I'm not a big fan of actual plays. It's hard for me to keep my attention going. I'm not an actual play viewer type. I don't watch Critical Role. It's just hard for me to maintain my attention level. But this one's fairly short. It's only a couple hours long. And, again, it's a short adventure, and it's pretty good. So I recommend it. Again, I'll try to put the link in the show notes if I can find it. And, give him some views. And just beware, it does have some adult themes in it. Of course, it's Shadow of the Demon Lord, so of course it's going to have adult themes, but, just beware. And, Yeah, that's that. So I wanted to call that out. All right, so now my campaign diary. So I have a new campaign that started a couple months ago, and this is a what I'm calling Tales of the Demon Lord 2. I already did one campaign diary, and that was for the 0 level adventure. So this one is for the level 1 starting or novice tier adventure, and I ran the Demon's Wet Nurse. So this is set in the Northern Reach, and the player characters went from the 0 level adventure to over the course of 6 months. They went from there to where that started to Crossings, and so they gave me a chance to kind of reintroduce Crossings and some of the NPCs there, in which they interacted with a few of them, and they found a job, which was to return some spoiled milk that they got from this dairy outside of a small town called Ephraim's Fork, which was a day or so south of Crossings. So they took the job and they went there, and they went through the town. The town was it's a small town, and it's called Ephraim's Fork because it basically is a crossroads that allows you to go to various places in the Northern Reach, and it kind of relies on people traveling through the town. So, when the players got there, they went to eat at a place and discovered that that there's a disease that's kind of like going through town. Well, and one of the town elders asked them to keep it hush-hush, but also asked for their help. So, where this spoiled milk came from, there's a dairy called the Golden Meadows Dairy that's outside of town. So they get information on how to go there. They go there. They find the farm is under the control of a cult, dedicated to a demon by the name of the Bringer of Sorrows. I think I called him the King of Sorrows, something like that. But the ringleader here is the wet nurse, and the couple that owns the property, they couldn't have children on their own, so the demon impregnated the woman under the guise of giving her her wish of having being able to have a child, and impregnated her, and sent his cult to ensure that the baby grows to maturity, so that the demon could come into the real world through this child. So the baby's wet nurse is the cult leader. Her name is Beryl Zarni. And so Beryl Zarni is the main villain of the story. But I had the entire cult was situated at the farm, and they were pretending to be farmhands, but they were really bad at it. So when the players got there, they could see that these guys didn't know what the heck they were doing. They tried to talk to the owners of the farm, who were, they were kind of under the control of Beryl Zarni because she had control of the baby, so they didn't want to go against her, but at the same time, they weren't really necessarily with her. So they were trying to get rid of the player characters, but the player characters noticed that there was some weird stuff going on. Some of the farm animals were kind of eyeballing them unnaturally, and so eventually a fight breaks out between the PCs and the farmhands that are actually cultists. Several of the farm animals stand up on their hind legs. This is a part that I added to the adventure. This is not actually in the adventure, but I created some demonic farm animals in the form of a demonic cow, which I called a hell cow, a demonic chicken, which I called a hell hen, and a demonic hog, which I called a hell hog. I also had a demonic goat, but he didn't see any action. So the characters were busy fighting the cultists in the farmyard, along with all these demonic farm animals. And then when they managed to kill or get past all those guys, they go into the house. They confront Beryl Zarni, and she takes the fight back out into the farmyard, where she runs into the barn, and then they follow her into the barn, and there she has an NPC tied up, and she's like sucking the life out of him, siphoning the life force off of him to heal herself and the baby. And so the player characters go in there, they fight her and eventually kill her, and they also inadvertently, not really inadvertently, they flat out killed the baby first, and then they killed Beryl Zarni. The NPC, it turns out, is an NPC from Crossings from the Tales of the Demon Lord, the first actual campaign, Tales of the Demon Lord. And he is the Inquisitor named Randolphus. Now, at the end of my Tales of the Demon Lord, I had Randolphus basically resign as an Inquisitor, and he went off to fight his own war against the cult, the various cults that plague the world, but in particular, those that are trying to bring about the end of the world and the coming of the Demon Lord, namely the Cult of Shadows, or the Brotherhood of Shadows, and also the Black Sun Dawn. So Randolphus has been doing his own thing, but kind of a side story that I had before the campaign started. This was kind of like a cut scene, and what do they call it in video games? A animated interlude. But anyway, it featured Randolphus with an apprentice that was going after these grave robbers that were digging up the body of Catendramus, who was the ringleader of the Brotherhood of Shadows in the Tales of the Demon Lord. So they dig his body up. Randolphus kills the two guys, but he's betrayed by his apprentice, who is actually his servant to Catendramus. She does some ritual, brings Catendramus back as a lich, and they leave Randolphus basically there to die. He doesn't die, so he's going to be an NPC featured in my in this campaign as kind of like a quest giver. But anyway, he is tied up in this barn, and Beryl Zarni was siphoning the life force off of him. But when she's killed, they bring him down. They try to heal him, but he's actually cursed. He cannot be healed. He has to heal naturally. And so they take him back to town. He tells them he could use people with their skills in his line of work. So he gives them his card and tells them to look him up in Sixton when they want a job. So the characters go back to Crossings. They they get the fresh milk to the inn proprietor that hired them, and that ended that adventure. The first of the two Novice Tier adventures. So at this point in my campaign, I have the 0 level and the first level adventure done. I'm in the middle of the second level adventure now, and I'm doing Find Country Folk, which is a blast so far. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I don't know if my players are, but I am. So I will do a campaign diary when I am finished with that one. We are 3 sessions in so far, and we haven't even gotten to Clipper or to Simon yet. So hopefully we'll get to Clipper in our next Tuesday session. So looking forward to that. That should be great fun. So anyway, that's my campaign diary update for those of you that care. Those of you that don't care, thanks for watching anyway. And those of you that don't care that didn't watch, well, you're not seeing this anyway, so, fuck off. So there you go. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching once again, and I will catch you next time. We'll be up to video number 86, and I have no idea what the hell I'll do. So if you guys have any ideas, send me some suggestions, because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do next. So anyway, I'll catch you next time. Hail the Demon Lord. How the hell you turn this off?